Right now, a boy who should be celebrating his 16th birthday today is fighting for his life in a Des Moines hospital.
David Jaramillo Jr. was hurt Saturday in the Adventureland accident that took the life of his younger brother, Michael. We have Team 8 coverage tonight. Todd Magel is live at Adventureland with a minute-by-minute look into the challenges rescue crews faced Saturday.
But we start with KCCI's Andrew Mullenbeck, who updates the surviving brother's progress.
Witnesses say David Jaramillo Jr. was underwater for 10 minutes. He's been on life support since Saturday night, but today he's making progress that gives the family some hope. David's 16th birthday was spent at least partly in a medically induced coma, but signs of improvement are a relief to a family that already lost 11-year-old Michael Jaramillo when the raft they were in flipped over Saturday evening. Pastor Christian Shields has spent the last few days in the hospital with the family in Des Moines.
I don't know how parents are supposed to react in a situation like this. They've lost an 11-year-old son. They have a 16-year-old boy, his birthday's today, turned 16 today, who is on life support. They've been through an incredibly traumatic event. All of that said, I'm very proud of them.
David is slowly being taken off life support and his oxygen levels are improving. He has wiggled fingers and toes in response to questions.
Miraculously, not only is he alive, but his brain is functioning. He has woken up a couple of times and asked questions like, where am I and what's happened? The doctors have put him back into a medically induced coma to allow his body to heal.
Are recovering from their own injuries while they grieve for one son and stay bedside with another. The family's church in Cedar Rapids is holding a special service tonight. KCCI will have coverage of that tonight at 10. Steve?
Thank you, Andrew. 45 minutes. That's how long it took to get all of the injured riders in ambulances and then out of Adventureland on Saturday night.
KCCI senior reporter Todd Magel spent the day investigating that timeline and the challenges emergency crews faced to reach the patients. Todd is live at the spot where those crews got inside the park.
Stacy and Steve, the Altoona Fire Department says it was definitely a very big challenge to get into the park and to get under that raft to get those people who were trapped. Take a look behind me here. You can see this is Gate 2. They had problems getting into the ride starting here at Gate 2 of the theme park, and they had problems dealing with the water in that ride.
We're going to have medics en route to Adventureland Park for 2 people that are injured in the raging river.
The first call to the Polk County Sheriff's Dispatch came at 7:30 Saturday night.
It sounds like people are stuck underneath of the raft as well, and they are trapped, can't get out.
And that's when Altoona Police and Fire began their rescue efforts.
We have updates from other bystanders that CPR is in progress.
At 7:36, police in charge advised rescue crews to head to Gate 2 of the park, but they ran into a roadblock.
That gate's closed down. I need somebody to get over there and open it up so we can get through.
Gate 2 is on the southwest side of the park and opens to an access road that leads across the park to the Raging River Ride on the southeast side. But the Altoona Fire Department says ambulances could only get within 100 yards of the accident scene. Fire trucks could only get within 200 yards. There were no roads closer to the Raging River site.
There was a lot of equipment, personnel that had to travel back to that remote area on foot, so it was a challenge getting back there.
At 7:37, rescue crews were still trying to figure out the location of the accident.
Do we know exactly where they're at?
278, all of the callers are stating it's going to be at the Raging River, but we do not have an exact location.
At 7:40, police called for an ambulance strike team, which means calling 5 ambulances from nearby towns to respond.
I need an ambulance strike team right now to Adventureland. Total of 4 patients. Everyone's out of the water.
By 7:48, about 18 minutes after the first call, at least one ambulance has arrived but can't get close enough to the ride. So EMS workers call for a cot and backboard.
I need another backboard up here, please. Backboard and cot as far as we can get it this way.
At around 8 o'clock, most of the rescue personnel from surrounding towns are in place, but there is another problem. They have to deal with all the water in the Raging River, and the call goes out for PFDs or personal flotation devices.
You know, at least PFDs, they're going to be actually in the water. I mean, you can stand up, it's waist deep, but they will be in the water to get him removed.
So we have to not only do the best that we can to help those victims, but we also got to protect our own folks, which requires some specialized equipment, flotation devices, that sort of thing.
For the next 15 minutes, crews work to rescue victims still in the water. And finally, about 8:17, around 45 minutes after the original call, The final ambulance helps the last patient. And don't forget, there were 4 off-duty Ankeny police officers hired by Adventureland in the park. There were also 2 off-duty EMS officers, so they were able to get to the site of the accident fairly quickly. Also, there was that fireworks crew that was working right next to the ride, and they were able to get there fairly quickly and give CPR to some of those victims. We're live in Altoona. Todd Magel, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's News Leader.